Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. I am Mr. Blast of Mr. Blast Reviews, and today we are taking a look at the Marvel Legends series Gambit from the Age of Apocalypse timeline. We're going to go over his articulation, we're going to take a look at his accessories, his paint apps, and overall, is this a figure you should add to your Marvel Legends collection? Let's get him off the stand and find out. Okay, so before we get into the figure, I just want to go over the box really quick because I love the art on this. Is there anything more iconic than the X-Men logo? Seriously. While the box is pretty plain looking, it has Gambit's name on it, it's got the X-Men logo on it and all that good stuff. The backside shows you all of the other figures you can collect from this line to build Nemesis. I don't know who this guy is. Comic guys, educate me. I want to learn more about Nemesis. He looks pretty cool. He kind of reminds me of like a Robo Juggernaut, skinnier with a skull inside. I don't know. Please don't hate me. Okay, so on the back here it says, Gambit is sent on a mission to help correct the timeline and prevent the immortal villain Apocalypse from conquering Earth in all different languages. And God, I love this art. It feels very vintage, and I think that's just a really cool thing. He's got some more art on the side here. Gambit looking pretty sad, unfortunately. And then there's really nice art of him on the side here too. All right, so let's get into the figure, see how good he is. Okay, and here is the actual figure himself, and he looks really good. I like the use of the blues and browns and the little bit of gold right here on his belt buckle, and just the little buckles on his boots right here. He looks pretty good. I'm not too familiar with this comic. I didn't really even know it existed until a couple of days ago. And then I kept seeing some of these figures, and then I found it on Big Bad Toy Store. So I was like, okay, he looks pretty cool. Let's first go over his articulation, and like any Marvel Legends, he's got the head spin. He can look up about yay far if you kind of plant it up there. He can look down, which is pretty cool. He's got this really heavy cape on. So this kind of poses a problem with trying to put him in poses without him falling over. It's not terrible. It does add quite a bit of weight to the actual figure itself. We've seen this body mold many times with all the different characters they've made in the Marvel Legends line, which, you know, it works for the most part with pretty much all the characters of this type of build. So it's not terrible, but I like that it is flexible. I don't know if that makes any sense. Like, you can put some tolerance on these joints and the figure will not break. I don't think you really can unless you're really trying to destroy your figures. So, but don't do that. Don't do that. Anyway, let's check his arms. He's got a nice butterfly joint, so you get those really nice action poses, whether he's pretending to throw his knives that he doesn't come with, or posing with his staff that he does come with. He's got the 360 movement. The cape doesn't really get in the way, which is really nice. He's got a nice 360 bicep swivel and a double jointed elbow. Yeah, you can get a full range of motion on that elbow, which is really nice. So we can take his hand, we can turn his wrist all the way through. You get nice flexibility for arm curls, hand curls. You can go backwards just like this. Let's check out his torso. Yep. Crazy front ab crunch. You can go back. Yeah, you can go back about that far. Although he looks really funny like that, so I don't really know what the purpose of this back bending ab crunch is, but it works. Let's bring his legs out. I don't think he has waist. Oh, he does. He's got waist swivel. I couldn't tell if it was up here or down here. This is actually far and few in between for some of the figures I have. They don't really have that. But yeah, he can go back and forth like this. So that's pretty cool. He can do the splits mostly. He can bring his leg up 90 degrees. He can bring it back kind of like this. Not really back, only because the backside here kind of gets in the way. But that's okay. He's got thigh swivel. Thank goodness. I love thigh swivel if it's done right. And most times they do it right, especially when it's just plain color. He can do a double jointed knee. Yeah, there you go. Almost 45 degrees, if not that exactly. You can do straight 90 if you want to. His shin calf doesn't rotate. I wish it did. It would have made posing a little bit easier for this guy, but that's okay. He can move his foot all the way up like any other Marvel Legends figure. He can go all the way down just like that. Although I don't really know the extreme you'd want to go like that. Maybe flying poses. I don't know. He has the ankle rocker, which works pretty well. I mean, a little too well. Again, we're breaking human physics here. And but yeah, he looks really good. Let's get a close-up really quick of his head sculpt. He only comes with one head, which is the one he's got right here. It's only one facial expression for Remy, unfortunately. I really wish there was like an aggressive head sculpt of him attacking or something like that, but we just gotta make do. We've gotta make do. I'm sure figure customizers would have a field day with this guy making certain facial poses and whatnot. So I'm trying to focus in on his face here. Okay, so we're gonna take a look at his head now, and he's got pretty good shading and all that stuff. I like the way the hair looks. It's really detailed for a figure of this caliber, I guess you could say. He's got the slightly glowing red eyes. You really can't see him. You really got to squint. He's got the painted on eyebrows. Looks pretty good. Everything looks really good for his head sculpt. Blue bandana, that kind of comes across really good. All this looks like painted, or it just looks like molded blue plastic. The paint might actually might be on here. There is a different texture as well. His belt is very textured. This is definitely painted gold, but it looks nice though. The back, you can take this cape off. It'd probably be easier to just take his head and then take the cape off. It hides a lot of the stuff on the back, like the weird joints from his ab crunch and then his butterfly joint as well. But I think that's part of the reason why they did that, because it hides it so that you can get those really good butterfly joint poses and whatnot. He's got this strap here that goes around his leg. It is free moving, so you can move it. Mine was kind of down here when I got him out of the packaging, but you can kind of slide it back up and you can kind of rest it on top of his thigh here, so it will never really come off unless you forcefully take it. All of the buttons on this belt, on these pouches right here, they're all painted gold, which is pretty nice. Little detail they didn't have to do, which I thought was pretty good. He's got the gold buckles here on his boots as well. And I think that's about it. I don't really see any other areas where they could have painted him. There's no panel lining or black wash or anything on him, but he is a nice looking figure. I'm pretty biased, or neutral I should say, on Marvel Legends. If the figure's not great, I'm gonna say something about it, but this one's pretty good. Like I said, it's the same mold they've been using forever, and it fits Gambit pretty well. I just wish he had more accessories. So speaking of that, let's get into those. So first up, we have his staff holding hand. You only get a right hand, unfortunately. There is no left hand. I kind of wish we got two of each one, but it is what it is. So there's his gloved hand. You've got that movement for the hand right there. You've got his dagger throwing hand, which is pretty cool. I guess in the future timeline of Apocalypse, there is no cards for him to throw, so hey, knives are the next best thing, right? Unfortunately, he only comes with this. He doesn't come with any knives and come with any cards. Unlike the X-Men 97 figure you can see in the background right there, he does come with a card throwing hand. This Gambit has no knives, but the staff is pretty cool though. It is very flexible. So it can't really break unless you forcefully try to break it. It's just silver plastic. I don't even think this is painted. It doesn't look like it, but it does work. He can hold it pretty well. So just bear that in mind. It also comes with a Build-A-Figure part, because this is part of a series of figures like they've been doing forever. This is the right leg of Nemesis. And to be honest, I don't think I'm going to collect every figure from this line. I might try to grab that Cyclops if I see him. I'll just have to pick him up, and then we'll do a review on that if you guys would like to see that. Let me know if you'd like to see a review on Cyclops, and I can try to make that happen. But here's the leg for Nemesis. It looks pretty good. I mean, it's got a nice, like a gold copper color here. I was going to say nacho cheese color, but that just sounded weird. He's got a nice darker copper paint on this. Humongous leg joint that you just pop on. I've never seen this character. I don't know who he is, but he looks like he'd be massive. So I don't really know where he comes from. If anyone knows, I'm sure a lot of you do know. Let me know down in the comments below. I'd love to know a little backstory about Nemesis and who he is and where he came from. So, but yeah, this is Age of Apocalypse Gambit. He looks really nice. He'll look good against other figures that you've got in your collection. I wish he had another head sculpt. I wish he had an extra pair of hands, but it is what it is, guys. So I'm gonna leave some pictures and poses that I took after the video here. So make sure you check those out. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. If you'd like to get your very own Age of Apocalypse Gambit from Marvel Legends, I will leave a link down in the description below to Big Bad Toy Store. They do have these in stock at the time of this recording, so please check that out. Thank you guys so much for watching. I am Mr. Blast with the Mr. Blast Reviews channel, and I will catch you guys on the next video. Later!